morning. My name is Dr. Makuni, and I'm going to be your host today for BMC TV. Thank you all for joining us. And today I've got a very special guest, Mr. Louis Madafi. He's director and owner of Wandel Healthcare, okay, which is a home care nursing agency in the UK.
That's correct.
And they've been operating for the past 13 years.
That's correct.
And they've also been recruiting a lot of nurse assistants to that market. So thank you so much for coming, and it's a pleasure to have you here today.
And, thank you, Dr. Makuni. It's nice to be here and to be talking about care workers in the UK. Yes, we're called Wandel Healthcare. We've been in the business for a while, and we've been recruiting nurse aides into the UK for a while as well. We've got two groups of care workers that we recruit. We've got the senior healthcare workers, right, and I would call them junior healthcare workers, right. Our requirements for the senior healthcare is basically some understanding of what healthcare is all about.
Okay.
That's where your training comes in.
The nurse aid training.
The nurse aid training that
we are offering here.
Yes. Okay. And we also encourage even those who are going to come in as junior healthcare workers to get that training. I'll tell you why. This training is not mandatory, okay, according to the UK regulations. People can still come in without that training, and they will be trained locally.
Okay.
But there are two reasons why one needs that training. The first one, you need to convince the Home Office who are going to give you a visa, okay, that you have got an interest in the industry, okay, right? Because remember, a lot of people are coming in, they've got other professions, right? And in your passport, it's actually documented that you're a teacher.
Okay. Okay.
Why would a teacher all of a sudden become a senior
nurse aide?
Yes, nurse aide, right? You have to prove, okay, that you've got an interest in that field, right? Having said that, it is also important to get that training, as it gives you a perspective of what you are going to expect when you come to the UK.
Okay.
Yeah. Your training, if I'm correct, includes manual handling, how to handle clients, how to feed clients, how to. So it gives you a picture, okay, of what you're coming in for, right? So that's why this training is quite important. For all the people that we have recruited, we found it almost imperative that our carers get those training. Okay. And also, when you come to the UK, you cannot really work without a reference. Okay. Right. We need a reference. We need some people who know you for a while.
Okay, we can vouch for you.
Yes.
Okay. Okay.
So when people go through your training, surely you can vouch for them.
Yes, yes, we can.
Yes. Yes. So it is for that reason as well that you really need this type of training. Okay. Yeah. So yeah, that's the basic of it.
So in terms of so we've talked about the certificate or the kind of training and attachment that we're doing, but what else is required in terms of being able to apply for someone to be able to work in UK apart from what you've mentioned?
Right. Right. The first, let me explain the process in brief.
Okay.
For me, as the employer, I get the authorization to employ.
Okay.
When I get that, I then have to apply for a certificate to bring in an identified individual.
Okay.
Right. If my memory does not play me a trick, we pay about £1,650.
Okay.
For senior carers.
Okay.
Right. Let me be very specific here. There's a confusion here.
Okay.
This 1,650 is an expense borne by the employer.
Okay.
Right. It's not allowed to recover it from the employee.
Okay. Okay.
Right. So that is number one. So for you to be able to fulfill the requirements of the Home Office to give you a visa, you then need to pass your English, the IELTS, the IELTS test. And this is not academic. You are doing the general UK VI.
Okay.
Right. But if you've got a degree, you can always apply for exemption. I think it's called, in the olden days it used to be called NARIC. I think it's now called ECTIS, something.
Okay.
ECCOITIS.
Okay.
People can always Google that.
Okay.
So it will give you an exemption.
Okay.
Right.
But what's the cost of that though? Do you know roughly? Is it not the same as writing the English test?
It's faster.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's faster, and I think it's slightly cheaper.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
It's faster and slightly cheaper, and we're also removing the risk of you failing.
Yes.
Yeah. So
Okay.
that's the. But those expenses, they are borne by
Okay.
the applicant.
Okay.
Right. And once you've done that, you need your TB test screening.
Okay.
Yeah. So once you get your TB screening, you also need a police clearance.
Okay.
Right. I'm not too sure. I think TB test is about 160 to 170 US dollars.
Okay.
And police clearance, I don't know exactly.
Yeah.
To be honest, I don't know.
Yeah.
But those are all expenses on the applicant.
Okay. Okay.
So once you've done all that, it means all your papers are now ready.
Okay.
Right. You now need to apply for a visa with the British Embassy.
Okay.
Initially, you get your appointment for your biometric.
Yes. Yes.
Once you get that, you then submit your papers and you pay. If I'm not mistaken, it's around about $500 US.
Okay.
Yeah, around there. And from my experience, it takes slightly under 2 weeks for you to get a
visa.
Yeah.
Wow.
It takes under 2 weeks. I think
So in 2 weeks, I can be out of
you can be done.
Okay.
You can be done. Yes.
Okay.
Yes. I think we've had some cases where it has been within 7 days.
Wow.
You submit today on a Monday. Next week on a Monday, they're writing you that a decision has been made, and 3 days down the line, come and get your passport, and then you buy your ticket. And then there's the ticket. It's on the expense of the applicant. But it's not always a straight jacket.
Okay.
Because it comes back to the training that I was talking about.
Okay.
When you submit your passport for a visa, it's possible that they will ask you to prove that you qualify to be defined as a senior healthcare assistant. Yes.
Okay.
You really need to be prepared for that.
Okay.
It's a question that can come.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's when your training comes to play. Yes. And there's another hurdle here. When you go to the UK, they need proof that you have the resources to be able to look after yourself when you're there for the 4 weeks before you get paid.
Okay. Or before your salary?
Before your salary.
Okay.
Right.
Okay.
So they might ask you to have a certain amount of money in your account in US dollar for not less than 28 days.
Okay.
Right.
Okay.
That is option number 1. Option number 2 is for your employer to guarantee that they are going to look after you.
Okay.
Yes. So some employers, when they do that, they pay for the accommodation for you, and when you land, they buy you the food and everything. They will pass on the expense to you.
Okay.
As you work, you'll be
paying back.
You'll be paying back.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
So I've seen some confusion somewhere along the line. When people come to the UK, they really expect this thing to be free.
Okay.
Yeah. It's not exactly free. Each employer will differ in terms of what they will. Because in some cases, people cannot even complete the Home Office visa application form. Surely you have to engage someone to do it for you. It will cost you.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
So
and do you have people that can assist? Maybe someone watching who might also want to apply.
Yeah, I mean we've got two people that we use.
Okay.
Yeah. They'll do it.
Okay.
Yes. So the expenses that are directly charged to the applicant is your English test, your TB test, your visa application, and your upkeep when you're in the UK,
okay,
and your air ticket.
Okay.
Right. So all these figures can vary.
Okay.
They can vary from 2,000 in some cases up to 3,000 to 4,000.
Okay.
Depending on the accommodation that you're going to get.
Okay.
To the look. I operate in London, right? Where a single room will probably cost you £650.
All right. So I just wanted to ask, in case you go there and then you fall sick, what actually happens? I mean, since you've got a contract and this number of hours that you have to do.
Right. There are two things. There's a statutory sick pay.
Okay.
Right. You're entitled to sick pay, sick leave when you're genuinely unwell. And secondly, when you apply for a visa, there's an NHS insurance embedded in that application, so you're entitled to NHS benefits. One of the things when you arrive, you have to register with your GP so that you can always be attended to when you're sick. So there's nothing really to be worried about. Okay. The system will definitely take care
of you.
Yeah.
Okay. That's very interesting, because I know in this country, sometimes when you get sick, it's quite difficult.
Yeah, it can be. But the statutory sick pay, you really get your wages.
Okay.
Yes.
Then the last question that I have for you is, am I able to bring my family? Let's say I'm married, my wife and kids. Am I able to actually bring them along on the visa?
Yes. Let me put it this way. That the element of bringing your family has got nothing to do with us who offered you with a visa. You have to make a separate application. But yes, it is true you can bring in your family. What you need to do is to accumulate enough savings to prove that you have got the capacity to look after your family when they come over.
Okay.
Yes, because they don't want them to be stranded.
Okay.
So you really have to save money and bring your family. It's really possible.
Okay.
That's how I came into the UK.
Okay.
Yes, it's my wife who went in.
Okay.
Yes, and after a while, she then got a visa for me. That's how I ended up in the in the UK.
So how did you then start from then and then ended up owning your own home care agency there?
Look, UK is a country with its own opportunities, and I just grabbed one of those opportunities. I also did the same work.
Okay.
I also did my time in the care industry. I learned, I saw, and I conquered.
And now you're empowering others.
Yeah. So I look. It's possible. You can come. You can do the care work, and you can develop from there. Yes. So yeah.
Okay. No, thank you so much, Louis. Thank you so much for coming here. And I know you've been your schedule is very busy. I've been traveling between Zim and UK, and I know you've got other business interests in the country. But thank you so much for giving us your time. And so that, I mean, all the viewers that are watching, if you've got questions, if you want to know anything about what we've discussed, just send a message on our Facebook page. We are also available on YouTube. You can subscribe to our channel and also send us a message. Also, the contact details will also be on the screen, like via emails, WhatsApp. Please talk to us so that we can, while you're still here, you can also even just help us with some of those questions that you have. And also, if you are interested in the Nest Aide course, remember BMC is also offering that course. And even if you're interested to relocate to the UK, I'm sure you'll be able to give us contacts of the people that they can.
Yeah, we'll definitely give contacts.
Okay. Well, thank you so much for watching.